It's time to roll out the weekend slate of bets. Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for kicking off your weekend with me and hanging out on this episode, the Friday edition of Winning Bets. Before I give you the weekend action of bets, let's go ahead and recap yesterday. As you guys can see right there, it was another profitable day. We went 2-1 and plus 0.58 units. That's right, Tiger Woods hit the opening fairway. He was good to the people here on Winning Bets, so we got that to cash. Actually jumped on live on Twitter with you guys and watched that unfold with a few of you on Twitter yesterday. I guess that was late morning, so that was a lot of fun hanging out there live with you guys on Twitter. So appreciate you guys joining me there. And as for our two NFL prop bets, well, we got tripped up by the Derrick Henry under 83.5. And I'll tell you guys right now, we certainly lost that bet, but that was a good bet. And I'll tell you why that was a good bet, because it was frustrating why we didn't win. We got that bet at 83.5. I kind of monitored that line throughout the day because I was getting some comments on the videos. People were seeing it down to 80 and it was scaring them off. So I followed the bet all the way up until kickoff. When the game started, that line had come all the way down to 78. So that means people were obviously betting the under to drive that down. So, that just means my analysis was good, the pick was good. We just got a bad result. So that was a little bit unfortunate there. But then we came right back and we got that Trey Burton over 2.5 receptions. That was a little bit of a sweat. He only got 3 receptions, but he came through just like my analysis said he would do. So again, we went 2-1 on the day and plus 0.58 units. That's exactly what we've been doing this week. We've had a steady gain each day. You guys, we had a little bit of profit Monday, a little bit of profit Tuesday. Wednesday we took off. We didn't put in any bets, and then we obviously had a little bit of profit again, there Thursday and yesterday. We're still waiting on the first round of the Masters to complete. You guys remember we put in 3 round 1 head-to-head bets. We've already gotten one of those to cash. We got the Munoz one over Bihan. That one already cashed, and then the other two competitors, or the other 2 groups out there, are still to be played. One of them looks like we'll certainly get a cash as long as the guy doesn't have a meltdown on the 9th hole, which is his 18th hole in round 1. And then the other one, it does look like maybe we'll lose it. We'll need a little bit of a help. There's 2 holes to go, so it's golf. Anything can happen. He's only 1 shot back. But if things were to stay where it is right now, we'll go 2-1 on those. But 2-1 is a little bit more profit. Again, that's what we've been doing every day this week, is just building up the profits and keep putting them in your pocket. All right, let's go ahead now and roll out the weekend slate of bets. You guys remember I gave you 4 NFL bets on yesterday's show. Told you we would talk about them more in depth today. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's start off with the first one I gave you. We're taking the Packers money line, and we're parlaying that with the Eagles money line, and that comes in at minus 129, and that was over at DraftKings. Look, obviously, Packers are going up against the Jaguars. Nobody's going to predict the Jaguars to win that game. It's a home game for Green Bay. They're absolutely rolling. I mean, it's just a complete mismatch on paper, so we obviously expect the Packers to handle business there against the Jaguars. And then the Eagles going up against the Giants. Look, let me give you a couple of stats here that let you know how confident I am on the Eagles win. The Eagles under Doug Peterson versus the Giants are 8-1 on the money line. I mean, the guy's only lost once in his handful of times going up against them, so I like that he's 8-1. Daniel Jones, the Giants quarterback, obviously, he's 0-3 against the Giants, against the Eagles in his career. So you've got a head coach that's dominated one team. On the other side, you've got a quarterback that, hasn't gotten a win yet. You got the Eagles that see the division, is right within their grasp. They don't want the Giants to win this game and get level with them on wins. So I think the Eagles can handle business again here. They're coming off a bye. I think they'll scheme something up. I even wouldn't even be surprised if you see a nice package of plays here for Jalen Hurts, given that they're coming off a bye, and I think maybe they were able to script something up for him. But even if Jalen Hurts isn't part of the game plan, I'd certainly still see the Eagles handling business. So we've got the Packers, Eagles money line, and that's at minus 129. The next bet I put in for you guys yesterday was the Dolphins money line, and that's at minus 136 over at PointsBet. Look, the Dolphins are just on fire. They are a good football team. They've been building this thing properly, and you can see that it's certainly paying off. They've got wins against the Jaguars, 49ers, when they were a good 49ers team, when they were relatively healthy. They beat the Cardinals. They've beaten the Rams. So the Dolphins have a really good resume. Meanwhile, they're going up against the Chargers. They've only beaten the Bengals and the Jaguars. I mean, their resume is terrible. They've obviously lost a lot of games in dramatic fashion, blowing big leads. They can't come back another game. So this was an easy one here. Dolphins at home. They should handle business against the Chargers. So I like them on the money line. The third bet I gave for you guys yesterday was the Saints and the Ravens money line parlay, and that came in at minus 148 over at DraftKings. Again, here you've got the Saints team that's absolutely rolling. They've got Michael Thomas back. Themselves are getting healthy. Look what they did up against a good Buccaneers defense last week. They absolutely steamrolled the Buccaneers and were even able to shut out Tom Brady. That's not going to happen every week. Obviously, you get that sort of domination, but it just shows, I think, that the Saints are starting to hit their stride, getting healthy, and they're about to go on a nice little run here. And then parlaying them with the Ravens. The Ravens are going against the Patriots. The Patriots are really bad. They're allowing teams to rush 131 yards per game. That's absolutely terrible when you got the Ravens coming into town, which all they like to do is pound the ground. I like the Ravens defense going up against the Patriots. They're not showing us really anything. They were in a dogfight absolutely against the Jets and should have absolutely lost that game. There was a stat that I saw on Twitter after that game. The Jets ran 4 plays in the fourth quarter for 3 yards. I mean, I don't know what the Jets were doing in the fourth quarter. They should have won that ball game. The Patriots, got lucky. I mean, give them credit. I mean, they make plays, to win that game, but that's not going to happen. They bring that same effort or even a little bit of a better effort against the Ravens. The Ravens should handle them offensively and defensively. So that's why I like that parlay. And then the last one I gave you guys was the Rams money line up over the Seahawks, and that was at -120 over at DraftKings. Let me give you guys a couple of stats here. The Rams are coming off a bye, and their stats under the bye under Sean McVay are 2-1 on the money line. The Rams under McVay versus the Seahawks are 4-2 on the money line. The Seahawks with Russell Wilson against the Rams are 7-9 on the money line. But if you take that and look at their road record against the Rams under Russell Wilson, he's only 2-6 against the Rams. So that's not very good. We know the Seahawks defense is absolutely terrible. In fact, they're historic back. They've given up the most passing yards in NFL history through 8 games. People talk about the high-powered offense, but that defense is absolutely struggling. They're giving up tons of yards, tons of points. The Seahawks are coming into this game absolutely banged up. Their 2 top running backs and their 2 top cornerbacks have yet to practice all week. And to compound that problem, their center is also doubtful because he's in the concussion protocol, and that's just really bad news when you're going up against a defensive line that has Aaron Donald in it. So I think the Rams can handle business here coming up, off the bye here. So I like them on that money line at -120. I found that to be really good value. So those are going to be my 4 bets. I'm still looking at more bets. Obviously, I'll tweet them out. I'm definitely going to come out with some more NFL props. I'm really loving the NFL props that we've been hitting a lot of those lately. So we'll look to keep those out. Unfortunately, the NFL props don't come out till Saturday evening and into Sunday. So just make sure to follow me on Twitter. It's at WinningBetsPod. I may have some more money line and spread bets, but then I'll certainly have some NFL prop bets for you guys. So, all right, guys, Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Should be a glorious day. It's going to be a glorious weekend. I hope you guys have a good time. We'll come back Monday. On Monday, Sunday, we'll sum up our awesome week that we're having so far. That it'll continue on into the weekend, and we'll see how it rolls. All right, guys, enjoy it. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you on Monday. Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.